It's been forever. It's me. Let me slide this bit. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome in. Hi, Ashley. Oh my, it's so good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's been forever. It's like, man, I don't even know what to say. I'm so excited to see you guys. What's up? What's been going on? Let me know. What is going on with you guys? Tell me the tea. How is it going? What's up? I've been chilling. I've been resting. Buddy Nugget. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you know, I got this nice Dating in 2020 shirt from my buddy Nugget that designed my shirt for me for Imani's Place. Yay. Guys, it's been so crazy. Life has been so busy lately. Busy. But no problem at all. No problem at all. I am so happy. Thank you. Thank you. I got this. Imani made this for me. Yes. Dating in 2020 shirt. And baby, guess what? If you guys want one, they are coming soon. They are coming soon. Yes. So, you know, we always start off talking a little bit, chopping it up, seeing what's going on. Don't act like you forgot what's going on and how we do this. Don't act like you forgot, okay? You know, we chop it up. How has life been treating y'all? Let me know. I mean, things have been a little bit different. Make sure you like and share this video too so your friends can see. Things have been different. So Dating in 2020 technically has a new home. And, oh, did she? I'm so sorry. Heidi made this shirt. Well, Imani Buddy Nugget bought this shirt for me and she made the design. So she made this nice Dating in 2020 design. And Heidi made the shirt. So thank you, Heidi. I truly appreciate it. Truly, guys. Yes. I want to do the little dance. Hey, throw me something, mister. Okay, all right. Let me not cut up like that. Let me not cut up like that tonight, okay? Let me not cut up like that tonight. But Mardi Gras is technically still going on, even though everything is going on, and COVID is still alive and at charge, so they've shut Mardi Gras down in Louisiana, but I'm still up here. Throw me something, mister. It's Dating in 2020. Yes. Hey, Trace. Welcome in. Welcome in. Don't forget to like and share this video. I'm still waiting for my 11th person to come in so that they can get their nice 2020 twin. But to kind of let you guys know what's been going on with me, I needed a break. Sis was doing all kind of stuff. And it's not like I've stopped doing things. It's not like I've stopped. I've actually added more to my plate. But it's all been so good. And that break from social media was so much needed. And I just needed to spend some time with God. And I needed to just rejuvenate and refresh and really hear God's voice in this season telling me what's my next steps and what I need to do and where I need to take this platform, Dating in 2020, and my articles. Don't forget about the articles, friends. You know, I got to get y'all signed up. If you're not signed up for my articles, make sure that you drop your email for me or message me or let me know that you're interested, and I will message you to sign you up to get my weekly articles every Monday and Thursday. So sometimes, like I always tell you guys, sometimes we need some extra motivation on Mondays to get it popping, you feel me? And then sometimes we need to kind of discuss what's going on in the community on Thursdays. So we talk it out. I have a lot to say. And so since we are celebrating Black History Month, as well as celebrating Valentine's Day, the month of love, since we're doing all that, I want to make sure that we talk about my funny Valentine. My funny Valentine. Did you guys read that? Let me know. Let me know if you dropped that, if you read that. Have you read about my funny Valentine? It was good. It was a very, very life-changing, pivotal moment for me. Let's just say that my funny Valentine. Oh, yes, we have been waiting. Oh, I will tell you the end. What time is it right now? I'm just waiting for a few more people to drop in at exactly 8 o'clock. You know how we do. You know, we just chopping it up right now, getting to be familiar with each other. You guys are telling me how it's going, what's been popping, how life been treating y'all on y'all's end. And I'm giving you the update about what's been going on my end. And then I'm going to tell you guys all the tea about what happened next. Okay? I know we are interested to find out what Coda done now. But in my defense, I ain't had no daddy like that, so I wasn't necessarily, all up there knowing everything just yet. In my defense. Just saying. Just saying. So Tracy, how's your day going? Buddy Nugget, how's your day going? Ashley, how's your day? I posted some stuff on Instagram and on Facebook on my story. I had a Valentine's Day party for the kids. And let me just say, those children wore me out. Giving children parties, no matter how bootleg, it wears you out. Those kids were hype off of candy. Hey, my Aja May. Welcome. Great. You had a whole week. Whoop. You go, Ash. A whole week off. Buddy Nugget says she tired. Eat you some beans. Tracy said she did some self-care and went and got her nails and hair and toes did. I hope you can get your hair, nails, and toes did and make your way to Atlanta. How about that? Yeah, like I was saying, those kids wore me out. But my whole goal always is to keep the kids woke and entertained and educated. So I made the kids watch Selma, Lord Selma. Yes, I sure did. I was like, you're going to understand what it means to be a Negro. Okay? You're going to understand what it means, and you're going to understand what all of these things mean. I don't want to hear nothing about, and in a month, yay! I don't want to hear nothing about, you can't drive out love with hate, only dark. Look, let me tell you something. Yes, that's very true, but stop quoting that. That's not the only quote that man said, and that is not the only person that we should be acknowledging during Black History Month. It's just not. There's just people, the kids, they was just like, Harriet Tubman. Yes, I rocks with Harriet. Harriet is my girl. I played her in middle school. But that y'all got to know about some other people, and y'all got to know about some stuff that's been going on. Jay just coming up here. Let me tell you how my students made me mad today, y'all. 3 more minutes before I start giving y'all the tea. But my students made me mad today because I made them write an inspirational piece, because right now they are learning about main ideas and character traits, right? So I was like, let me tie this in together. So I was like, write an inspirational piece about somebody in African American history that inspires you. You're going to write down their character traits, physical and personality traits. So my boy said he was going to write on Kobe Bryant. I was like, bet. I love Kobe. And he was just like the stuff that he was saying. And I was like, yo, you don't know what team Kobe played for? How could Kobe inspire you if you don't know that he played for the Lakers? You don't know that the Lakers, their gold and purple colors, you don't know that he didn't the boy said that he was like that, and Kobe was happy all the time. How many times you saw Kobe happy on the court? How many times did you see him happy? He didn't even know his numbers. He didn't know 8 nor 24. And that frustrated me. Don't be writing about somebody that done such great, amazing things and you don't know nothing about that. No, that aggravated me. And then I had another student that she was like, what if I don't know anybody in African American history that did anything that inspires me? And I was like, I said, I was trying to get on their level and stuff. Oh my God, y'all. I'm ranting, but I'm telling y'all they was tripping. So she was like, I don't know anybody. And I was like, what about Zendaya? And she was like, who? I said, okay, all right. I started naming people. LeBron. Somebody. You do what? This little girl was biracial. She was black and white, and she did not know anybody to write about. So you know who she ended up writing about? Martin Luther King. That's who she wrote about. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. Write about Martin. Do that. And then another little girl was like, I don't know who to write about. And I was like, who do y'all like? Singers wise, who do y'all like? Who are you inspired by? There got to be somebody that you like. I was trying not to say Cardi because she's not African American, but you know what I'm saying? I was just trying. I was like, somebody. And then it was like, she was like, Beyonce. And I was like, okay, Beyonce. Beyonce's black. I said, what? She said Beyonce is, she's like, I didn't know Beyonce was black. I said, then what is she? Then what did you think she was? I don't know. I just didn't know she was black. And I was like, her name is Beyonce. Okay. All right. Well, enough. 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Stuff. I'm going to have to teach them before I go. Before this assignment is over, they're going to learn today. They're going to learn. They're going to learn about Brother Malcolm. They're going to learn about the Black Panther parties. They're going to learn about Miss Angela Davis and Shirley Chisholm. Y'all going to learn today because I'm your teacher. And you're going to learn. You're going to stop quoting that same little quote by Martin Luther King. And you're going to stop saying, but one person did, one student, before I get into it, one student did make me happy because he wrote about Chadwick Boseman and he was very accurate. He's very accurate. Wait, he did say that Chadwick Boseman played Michael Jackson in a movie, but I let it slide because all the other stuff was right. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just let it slide. Just let it slide. So, we back. Welcome. Dating in 2020. Welcome, community. Welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to be back and talking to you guys. My whole goal is to completely move Dating in 2020 to YouTube. I started my YouTube channel, but YouTube told me today that I have to wait 24 hours before I can just start uploading videos. They have to verify me and stuff. So I'm like, okay, so what I'm supposed to do today? So I decided to take it back to where it all began. All right. So guys, I know that you guys received my article this week and I told you all about my funny Valentine, right? Right? So where were we in this story? What should I be telling you about? Hey Trey, welcome in. Hi Toy. What did you guys read that the last thing that happened in my funny Valentine so that I can pick up right where I left off? Trey, how life has been treating you? So I remember that this particular Valentine was back in 2009. 2009, and I was all, getting over this super big heartbreak of the love of my whole life. You want to know his reaction? Oh, okay. I'm gonna get there. So I just experienced this whole heartbreak, right? I was, I felt like I just wasn't gonna be able to go on. I had them cult leaders praying for me. The people was coming and just was like, oh my God, blessed be the Lord. We have to be with her, girl. I thought, I'm telling you, I thought my life was over. But then I finally got myself together and came back. And then later on down the line, getting my little education and stuff like that, then I met this guy. I remember I met him on homecoming, Southern's homecoming. And, I was dancing. I be cutting up. I was out there and my boy, was feeling my little mouse music because, I was cutting up. And he came and he was just like, I like the way you dance and stuff like that. He had a little different accent because he wasn't from in town. So, I was hanging out because, I was trying to be more of a free spirit. All my friends was popping it off. So I felt like, let me try to be a little less uptight and just talk to this young man and let's have some drinks and let's talk. So we had some drinks and we talked and stuff like that. We talked the whole night. And when and we actually kissed that day, which was surprising because, I just don't even, y'all, if you know me, you know that if I'm feeling somebody or I'm interested in somebody, back in the day, I used to act a little stupid. I just would kind of sit up there and mute and not say nothing. But this wasn't the type of situation. So after he left, I remember crying because I felt like I had cheated on the one that broke my heart because I just wasn't there yet. I was still, hey, Takoya, welcome in. I was still kind of like, I just wasn't there. But then I was like, whatever. So we started talking. We had some time together. We spent time. We actually hung out, January roll around. It seemed like this one gonna stick around. February rolled around. I'm like, Cole got a man for February? What? I had a little dip in February. Yes, I sure did. So I was like, oh shit, yeah, So let's see. So I actually told him because this is how serious I was, y'all. Because I was serious. I was like, let me tell you something. You better get me something for Valentine's Day. I told him, I was like, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for me this year. You better get me something for Valentine's Day. So he understood. He was very clear on what I meant by me saying, you're going to get me something for Valentine's Day. Okay. So I'm like, we confirmed our plans for Valentine's Day, right? We were going to stay in and have a nice evening, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to Walmart and buy all this food. So I made some jambalaya. I had the shrimp. I had the sausage. I was in a school apartment. So, make sure you like and share my videos, my friends that are in. Okay, so we were like, we don't have all that stuff. We didn't have no money or whatever, but I threw it out. I still made the jambalaya, fried some chicken, did all the little stuff, did the damn thing. And I got some ice cream. I got some strawberries and cream, some strawberry condensed milk. Oh, girl, I had got the candles, the floating candles, and spelled out his initials in the floating candles. I had them all in my room, spelled out his little initials, not for me to burn that damn apartment down because we couldn't have candles in there. Remember, this is a school apartment. We couldn't have no candles in there. So I was like, okay. Oh, my earring fell out, y'all. And I'm like, okay, so seriously, I'm like ready. I took a couple of shots. I'm like, yeah, let me cool. I'm nervous. What if he don't show up? I did. I went all out. That's why I had a little picture of the duck. Quack, quack. You know why? Because, I'm not saying that, that women can't do anything special for a man for Valentine's Day. But, it was too much. It was too much for me to be doing for this man. I wasn't in love. I just liked him. So I was like, all right. I took a couple of shots. I remember I had Bacardi Gold. I took a couple of shots, and I was like, all right. I had rose petals all over the bed. I was like, all right. So, what? I don't know what time we were supposed to meet up. That time came, nothing. I was like, okay. I started sweating a little bit. I started getting a little nervous because I was like, is he not going to show up? Is he not going to come? Am I just going to be sitting up here with all these goddamn candles up in here? Am I going to be sitting up here? So I was like, all right. Another hour passed by, nothing. I was like, oh my God. I stood up. He stood me up. Oh my God. I'm just so upset because, all my roommates was hyping me up. They was happy. They was like, all right, cool, They was hyping me up. They was for it, I'm not. They was for it. It had been a long time since I had engaged in any type of intimacy. So they was like, it's time, Cole. It's time. Nothing, Ash. Nothing. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, I called. No answer. So I'm like, okay. I'm sweating. I'm pissed at this point. I want to fight because back in the day, that's what I used to do. When my feelings used to be hurt, I want to fight. So I want to fight at this point. So then I get a knock at the door. I open the door. That's his bitch ass. So I'm like, all right, okay. What do you want? Why would you show up this late? What is your reason for being this? I had car trouble. I'm so sorry. My phone died. I had car trouble. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. At first, I ran him out my apartment because I was just like, I don't have time. I don't feel like being bothered. But then he pleaded and begged. And he was like, I'm so sorry. And then he pulled out a nice little stuffed animal, a nice bear for me. And I just was like, oh my God, I got a Valentine's Day gift. And I was like, oh my God. So I let him come in, gave him his plate, fixed his plate or whatever like that, And we had a really, really, really great night. We had like such a good time. I had Trey playing. I had Trey Songz playing in the background, scratching me up and stuff like that. Anticipation, playing, blasting. It was all good. It was a good time, okay? It was a great time. It was a great night, sinful time. So we stayed up and we talked. We really talked and stuff. We really got to know each other. That's when I found out that he was in a gang. Right there is when I found out that he was, in a gang and, his life in Miami, because at the time I was like, I thought when he said he was from Miami, I was thinking like the blue water, Miami Beach. I'm like, oh, okay, and come to find out that's not where he was from. He was from like where Trick Daddy from, and and all that. And I was like, oh, okay, yes, Tracy, I did, and it was okay. Like I'm saying, like we had a really good time. He was really good at the before stuff than the after. He's really good at the before stuff. Really good at the before stuff. He was very talented. But the after stuff, it was just meh. I preferred the before stuff. But anyway, so it was great. We was talking. We was having conversations. We had dinner in bed. The little rose petals everywhere. The little ice cream. I was excited about hey, that gangster hit different. Yes. I told y'all that I had a thing for hood boys. I told y'all. So okay. But it was great. He slept over. We had a really good night, a really good time together. And I was like, oh my God. And then, I woke up and I was like, yeah, like this might be something. That we might be something. And, then he left or whatever like that. And I'm all like, oh my God, he left. I'm telling all my little friends about it and what happened and how it was all great and stuff like that. And then that was the last time I've ever heard from him. That was the last time I heard from him. I never talked to him again after that. I got ghosted by a boyfriend. That was my boyfriend. Yes. After this night of passion and fire and desire and, me buying all of these, spectacular condoms and stuff, trying to pack the twisted pleasure and her pleasure. And I think I had bought the fire and ice. Note to self, never, ever, ever, ever buy the fire and ice condoms because the fire is not fun, guys. You shouldn't feel like that. But anyway, yes, I never talked to him again. I could not get in contact with him. And I didn't even get the hint at first. That's how crazy I was because I just couldn't believe that somebody would put in all of that work and all of that. No, they're not, Tasia. I couldn't believe that somebody would put in all of that work and really take the time to get to know somebody and actually decide to be in a relationship with this person. And then after they finally get the draws, they dip. So if you out there thinking that it's not possible, that, man, I got that fire or whatever, or you out here thinking that, men wouldn't go to the extreme to get the draws and then cut you off, I am living proof that it happens. And I didn't want to accept it, y'all. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, nah. Did I keep the bear after? I don't know what happened to that thing. I probably burned it. That's some type of stuff I would have did back in the day. I probably burned it. I didn't find him. I did not find him, y'all. I tried. I had his cousin number, and his cousin, let me tell y'all what his cousin told me. His cousin went to LSU, right? And I kept calling because I did not, I'm not going to lie and sit up here and make it seem like I was just like, man, F him. No, I did not. Because I just couldn't wrap my mind around that I was ghosted. Like, I didn't think that was possible to, get ghosted like that by somebody that put so much time in. Because this not some dude that I just let hit after homecoming. It wasn't that type of situation. It was, I was in a relationship with this dude. And so I didn't, my mind didn't wrap around it. And so I kept calling his cousin. Now, by this time, this was Easter, y'all. Because I called his cousin on Easter. And I was just like, I just want to know if something happened to him. Like, if he's all right, if he died or something like that. And he was like, his cousin told me, he was like, if he ain't hit you up, what'd that tell you? I was like, straight like that. He was like, straight like that. If he ain't hit you up, what'd that tell you? After I would have went to his house, I didn't know where he lived. Believe me, I went to somebody's house before. I wouldn't have, by that time, I definitely would have went to somebody's house. But I didn't know where he lived. I didn't know all of that. I was in college. I was still naive, still living in Dorseyville in my mind. So I didn't really know. And y'all, that shit hurt. That was so hurtful. And it just took me a while to shake back after that, because like I just couldn't trust. I just couldn't trust and open myself to no dude like that. You know, I just couldn't do it. And it's just so much stuff that just built up from me, you know, dealing with some trash ass dudes. And you know, I say that because, for one, I heard our song in the car today, and it really took me back to how I felt. And, you know, it's all funny and stuff. I know I have trust issues. And, you know, it took a minute for me to get to a place where I was just like, you know, it's the situation that happened. You know, people get ghosted, stuff like that happen. But in the beginning, it's just, I attached that to everything about me. I was like, man, then that mean that I'm not good in bed. I thought about that. Then I was like, that mean I'm ugly? Why would he do that? I said every wish thing that I could find about myself and attach that to who I am as a person. Like, that became a part of my identity. Everything that was wrong with me that would make a guy ghost me like that, do me like that, you know? And so, and I cooked, man. I could cook, yay. I could cook. So I was like, you know, everything. It went against everything. And I was just like, you can't be that good at the pre-stuff and then just cut me off. But you know what? That's what he did, y'all. That is my funny Valentine. But not really. And this was the first guy that I opened myself up to after I had gotten my heart broke for real. So it was, whenever you don't take time to heal, when you don't take time to really check into how you feeling or what's going on with you, you just keep rolling over. And it just keeps rolling over to the next person. And it keeps rolling over into the people that you choose or don't choose. And the things that you like or don't like. And then after a while, you wake up and you don't know who you are anymore as a person. You don't even know what it is. You're just surrounded by bitterness. You're just surrounded by anger and bitterness. And then you're out here walking with that chip on your shoulder saying that hitters ain't shit all the time. And that's not true. That's not 100% true. There's a big population that is. But the world is not that small to where there's not one good dude out there. I just happen to run through a lot of trash ones in Baton Rouge. But, you know, it takes a minute. You know, it takes a minute to really check in with yourself. He's immature, even if it was that he became uninterested. He should have been man enough to have a conversation. He should have been. It wasn't nothing. Yeah, it was him. Being ghosted by someone would really kill you, especially when you're strong. Yeah. Because you just wouldn't think that people would just do stuff like that. Not to that degree. You know, they'll be like, man, I ain't get it this time. You know, they'll kind of move on. You wouldn't think that somebody would, a thin line between love and hate you. Because that's exactly what happened. That's why when I watch that movie, I'd be like, oh man, I feel her. I feel why she was shooting his ass. Because You don't play with people's emotions like that. And that go for women too. Women, don't be playing with them men emotions like that. If you don't like them men, leave them alone. Because they will kill you. I'm just saying. They will kill you. Playing with people's feelings like that, a person will kill you. So, be careful with all that. But I say all that to say that the moral of the story is that right there had me a certain way for too long. Not just sitting in it and just being like, hey, he did this to me. That's on him. You are not responsible for how somebody decides to treat you. You're not responsible for that. You're not responsible for people that decide to leave your life and not tell you why. You're not responsible for that. You only are responsible for your actions and your reactions to things. And if somebody can't tell you that they're not interested, then if their actions align with them not being interested, walk away. You make that decision for yourself. Don't let your life be in limbo behind somebody else. Don't even do it. In dating in 2020, this is years later. I added the plus sign, y'all, because I ain't changed the name from dating in 2020 because I like the sound of it and it rings well. I just added a plus sign to it so you guys can know that it means plus year to year to year. But, you know, it goes on to just, you know, just say that you're not responsible for people and how they decide to treat you. But you can make a decision whether you're going to deal with it. You make that decision. Can I have... Yeah, you can get a shirt. I'm going to get the merch. I'm going to put that... My website is under construction. I'm adding the merch to it and the membership to it on that great YouTube channel. It's all coming, man. It's all coming. But yeah. So I had to check in with myself and just be like, hey, Cole, he ain't worth it. You gotta move on. Every now and then, I'll think about it. Now, and it still stings just a little bit because it's a bruise to the ego that you really got ghosted and you really never got closure from that situation. I'm a person that's so big on closure. But I was just like, man, whatever. He ain't losing no sleep. He's not losing any sleep, fam. And you don't lose any sleep behind people, behind men or whoever you're dating that's not worth your time. And this Valentine's Day, this month of love and everything, don't let this day or this month make you think of yourself as unlovable or undeserving of love. Take care of yourself, man. Let me tell you something. This little party, I got these cupcakes. And I'm going to go ham with these cupcakes. Because, for one, I did that whole damn party for them kids. And I'm tired. So, I'm going to enjoy myself. And I got a massage scheduled for tomorrow for me. I had enough money to pay for that for me. And that makes me feel damn good. Because a year or two ago, sis ain't had enough money to go buy her nothing from Burger King. So, now that I can buy myself a massage... why I can't do it for myself? Why can't I love myself the way I want a man to love me? Why can't I do that? Why can't you do that? You can. And it's not to say that means that you don't keep desiring to be with somebody else. I'm not telling you that. I am not telling you that. But what I'm telling you is that don't wait for things in life that you want from somebody else. Don't wait on that when you can do those things for yourself. If you want to take yourself out, take yourself out. If you want to get your hair done, your nails done, all that. Do that. And if you don't want to take out the trash, ask your neighbor. I'm just playing. That was a sidebar. But, or just wait till your friends come over and be like, hey, why you up since you leaving? Grab that trash for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of the things that made life more difficult for me than what it had to be, because I was always thinking about what I didn't have or what somebody else wasn't doing for me. Oh, they ain't talking to me. Oh, he ain't looking at me. Oh, he ain't doing this or whatever like this, or all this stuff like that. Or I couldn't find. Look, if you make enough money, buy yourself some movers. If you ain't got no men in your life to help you move nothing, buy your movers. If you would have AAA, or you would have something on your phone, who worrying about changing the tire? Call them. That's what I got insurance for. And my point is, of course, that when you have something in the car and you want to keep the car running because it's cold outside and the heat on, but you scared somebody gonna steal your car and you ain't got no significant other to just sit in the car and wait for you, I get it. It's aggravating. It is. But what makes life more challenging is when we don't smell the roses, or we're not happy with what we have, when we don't practice gratitude enough, and when we don't love ourselves enough. It makes life more challenging. It makes relationships more challenging, work more challenging. It makes everything more challenging. So that's my advice. That's what I wanted to tell y'all. That's what my show and everything is about. It's about laughing and joking, because it was fun throwing down for that little hitter and we had fun that night. But then on the real side of it was that he didn't value me and he didn't honor me and he didn't do enough for me to give him my cookie anyway. He never gave me no money. So all of that stuff goes into play when you are valuing yourself, when you are loving yourself, when you are shaping your identity, when you're trying to be somebody's wife, when you're trying to be somebody's old lady, when you're trying to be a mother, a friend, a sister. When you're doing all of those things, the best thing that you can do is be the best version of yourself. And the best version of yourself, you have to check in with yourself. How am I feeling right now? Am I bitter? Am I really taking everything that somebody else did with me into a relationship with somebody that don't deserve that? Am I really holding on to past hurts of what my friends did into a relationship with new friends? Am I really throwing away something so valuable because of my ego? Because I'm afraid of being vulnerable and telling the truth? Am I doing that? Is life worth being alone because you're afraid of being hurt by people? Is it worth it? On another question, is life really worth just being unhappy all the time? Just to not be by yourself? If you were somebody that's trash and you know they trash, ask yourself some questions. Ask yourself some serious questions and check in with yourself. Because I definitely was in a trash situation after that. And then a trash situation after that. Because I wouldn't stop in this moment right here and actually fix this. Those trash situations coming up too, because, whew, child, that fool and that other fool. When I tell y'all those, when them articles come out about those, y'all really gonna be like, what? T, tell me. Because it ain't over. It didn't start with this guy and it didn't end with this guy. It did not start with this guy and it didn't end with this guy. And that's a lesson for you guys to know, that most of the time it don't start with that guy and it don't end with that guy. It starts with your daddy. That's where it starts. Any questions, comments, concerns? Yes, Tasia, facts. Tasia, I miss your face. If you are not on my article list, drop your email. Drop your email or send me an email in Messenger and I will sign you up so you can get those Motivational Monday emails and you can get those Thursday articles. Yay, Tasia, I can't wait to see you. Welcome, 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 Belinda. This is Dating in 2020 and it's your girl, Life Coach Co. Hey! What topics can we look forward to for this year? Oh, well, I wanted to be more intentional about what we discussed because I feel like we glossed over some really big topics. So I want to make monthly topics. Like stick with a topic and we're going to tackle it from different angles each week. Hi, Belinda. It's been so long. So we're going to be talking about identity. We're going to be talking about how to love better, how to be better, be the best versions of ourselves. We're going to talk about healing, man. It's all about healing. It's so important. And we're going to also laugh about some stuff. And we're going to become more of a community. That's one of the biggest things that I want to do because I don't want people to feel like they're walking through this single journey alone. I don't want people to feel like they're out here being a Black woman alone with everything that's going on. I want to be very intentional about building us up as women. And I want to entertain y'all. I didn't go through these things for nothing. I didn't go through this. You didn't go through anything for nothing. So I'm just tired of sitting in my bitterness or sitting on these stories that I can be sharing with you guys that you guys can be passing on. You don't know who's passing through that needs to hear this stuff. But dating is ghetto. It is ghetto. It is ghetto, but Tyrese said ain't nothing better than that ghetto love. That's what he said. Yes, happiness don't come from these stupid men. It sure don't. Happiness comes from within. You have to create that happiness. Comes from above. You have to create that and you got to let that happiness in. It's all about energy, folks. It's all about energy. And I'm not even saying that like in a colossal way, like, space, universe. I'm not saying it like that. I'm literally saying that it's all about energy. It's like who you let in your energy. Y'all share energy. Energy is not created nor destroyed. It's all around. So that energy matters. Who you letting in your energy. Clearly, I was letting a heathen in my energy. And he was all up in my energy. You got that ghetto love right now? How's that working out for you, Tasia? So guys, as we move on to YouTube, when they finally let me on, I'm going to upload more videos. I'm going to create some more content for you guys. I am so excited to be back and refreshed and rejuvenated. I'm so excited that you guys were here tonight and that you guys are so supportive. I am so happy about that. It has been a crazy ride. And I'm going to definitely talk about some real stuff because dating in 2020, it shapes all around your relationships. And some of the relationships that you have that are over there, they affect the relationship that you have, that intimacy that you have with significant others. So I have to talk about some of the relationships that fell apart in my life in 2020. That was very difficult for me to process as well. I gotta be real with you. I'm real. You love that man? Tasia, you better go ahead on. That's right. Yes. Tasia got some love on here. So that goes to show y'all that dating in 2020 is not just about being single and stupid and pretending to be a feminist and pretending to be happy. It is also for people that have relationships that are happy, that's growing. Okay? Are you going to be live on YouTube? Yes, I'm going to be live. My goal is to be completely live on YouTube. I was only live on Facebook because YouTube wouldn't let me be great tonight. But my goal is to transition all to YouTube so that it can be I feel like YouTube is a better platform for the stuff that we're talking about. So we're gonna see how that goes. I am not a slave to nobody, so I will bounce around until we find the best solution. But right now we moving to YouTube. Any more questions before I go put my bonnet on and take off these clothes? Y'all, let me tell y'all, I was freaking out. Ask everybody, I was slick freaking out in the beginning before when YouTube wasn't working. I was freaking out. I had to take all my clothes off to calm my nerves because I felt like my dress was tightening around my chest. I had to bust up out my clothes. That goes to the whole perfectionism thing. Everything is not gonna always be perfect. That don't mean that you still shouldn't do it, because I was not going to do it. I was like, you know what? Today has been a stressful day. I'm about to not do this live video because I just can't get myself together. And then it was just like, no, the show must go on. You got to learn how to pivot. Gotta learn how to pivot. You gotta learn how to go with the punches. And you guys are so loyal that you still came. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So guys, I am going to go let you guys be great tonight. And I appreciate you guys for joining in. I missed you so much. Again, drop your email or send it to me in Messenger so that I can sign you up for my weekly articles. And you can have all the updates about what we're going to be doing. So I will see you guys next time. Stay great. Dating in 2020. We back. Hey.